Hey everybody, Jason here. Just thought I'd pop back on. Had a busy weekend. My Some of you may recall my son was getting married this weekend. Everything went well. Nobody got cold feet. They are now enjoying their honeymoon in a cabin somewhere in the mountains of Tennessee. And but It was a very special day, and it was my first child getting married. I have four kids, and he's my oldest, and the first one getting married, and I was got a lot more emotional than I thought I would. Anyways, it was a good time. Over the last couple days, I had some time to go through some of these foreign coins that I had been talking about and showing you that I had picked up over the last couple weeks at coin shows and off of eBay, and I wanted to show you some of the mostly Chinese. There's some Japanese, some Korean. I wanted to kind of show some of these off just because I did take some time to, put a date to them and attribute them a little bit. So. This is a 1954 from Taiwan. It's a it's a nice coin. Got the island there, you can see on the back. Here's a nice one. 1948 from Japan. So it's right after the war. 50 sen. I think this is the way up. That is a 1948. Let's see. This one I showed you before. This actually had some information written by the seller. This is a pretty common one from about 1907 from the Kangnan, probably saying that wrong, province. It's in really pretty nice shape. You'll see I got quite a few of these types with the dragon on one side, and they're on eBay. They're going for anywhere between a couple dollars to $8 to $10 for the more common ones, and probably up from there. I've got nothing that's really rare here. And by the way, I'm probably not going to keep too many of these. I'll probably either put them up for auction on eBay, or if anybody listening here is interested, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. And I've been kicking around the idea of doing a live auction here on YouTube. Mostly focused probably on foreign coins. That seems to be my focal point. But I'm sure I'd have some U.S. stuff, maybe even some paper currency, things like that in there. But still kicking that idea around. I've yet to actually go live. I think I need to get my setup a little bit better here. So we'll see. But I've been kicking that around. This one is similar to the last one I just showed you. Oops. This has a much smaller mintage, 130,000. This one, I believe, I had all this stuff written down. I was kind of going to look it up. I've lost it, half of it. I'm not sure what happened here. It's a little frustrating. But anyways, this is from 1907 from the Fangtine province. 130,000 minted. This one I know, when I looked it up, was going for a bit more than that price I told you about the other one. But this is a nice coin. Got this pretty cheap too. Got this out of the half price bin at the last coin show I was at. Let's see. I got a lot of the similar looking ones. Here's a nice one. This one I'm probably going to keep. It's not worth much, but it is a 1936. That was the year my father was born, and that's I've got a nice little collection of stuff from his birth year. So this will probably go into that. I originally said on a previous video I thought this was Korean, but it did turn out to be from China. Here's another Japanese coin from 1902. Now some of these coins have an actual date on them, and some of them are more just a, they didn't put dates on all of them, and they were more of a date range that these were minted. But I have a little trouble seeing on the screen, but right up this way. I believe if you can just make it out, this is actually where the date is. Oh, or it could be, well, I'm lying to you. Here it is. Here's the date. Okay. And once you learn these the Chinese, and to a certain degree Japanese coins are based off of the reign of the emperor, the current emperor. And a lot of them are, year 1, year 2, year 3, based on a certain dynasty. And that's kind of how you have to translate that into a real date. If you go on Numista, that'll help you out. If you don't know what Numista is, I'll put a link below. That's a great place to learn more about foreign coins. Here's another Japanese coin. This is from 1880, and you'll see here where it says year 13. That's kind of based off of the same type of concept I just mentioned here. Here's the date right here. It's a nice looking coin there. Yeah, we'll just stick right with the Japanese coins here. Here's a higher denomination of the coins that the previous couple I showed was a 1 sen, if I'm pronouncing that right. You can see that right there, 1 sen. This one is a 2 sen. Again, date is right in here. This is, like I said, from 1876. So that's pretty nice for a quite an old coin there. I got a handful of these types that have the flags on them, and these are from different varying years. This actually happens to be about the same coin, I believe. This actually is a different type, and you can tell by there was a design difference. If this is the one I'm thinking of, yes, here you go. It's the same year, same province, same everything, except this type, you notice these stars, or I think they're actually like rosettes here. Over here, you'll notice they have more of the flower in the stem there. But again, these are nice coins from 1912. Here is a similar one from the China Republic. This is from the Hunan province. This is one example where there's no date on it, and it was minted in either 1913 or 1914. Here is one. Oh, another one just like the last one I showed you from 1912 from the China Republic. Again with the flags. You'll notice this just has the rosettas on the side, not with the big stems on them. And here's one from the China Empire. This is another one of those ones that had a date range to it, 1902 to 1905. It looks awful similar to the other ones I got, with the dragon on one side. 10 cash. Right here you can see actual wording that is the province that it's from. Some of them have that, some of them don't. Here's another one, 10 cash. The province is up here. Again, this is from 1902 to 1905. And that's it for the big ones, the big copper coins. I had a couple that turned out to be a little more rare. This one here. This one here is a 1/4 yang. If I pronounced that right. You can see the 1/4. 1/4 yang. This is from 1898. This is from Korea, I should say. From 1898. This one is copper nickel. It's in very nice shape. I've seen examples of this go for about $5-6 on eBay. Picked this up for about 20 cents in a junk box. And this one is probably was the buy of the sale that I went to the other day, and without even noticing it. This is from China. It's a silver, small silver coin. It's got about 50 cents worth of silver. So it's it's not much. It's from the Guangdong province, and it was minted between 1890 and 1908. And its denomination is this 3.6 Camdarines. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit to kind of show this off. You can see right there, 3.6. And I'm having focus issues. But anyways, 3.6. Can't say that. That thing. It's got a dragon on there. You can see the dragon looking right at you there. This one is in really nice condition. On the other side, some Chinese characters. I'm not sure what it all means or what it all says. I think it has to do with the dynasty and whatnot. This one here, like I said, is a silver coin. This one, in this condition, when I looked it up on eBay, ranges anywhere between $20 to $40. So this is a pretty rare coin. Pretty nice condition here. It is silver, even though it's not much, but it is silver. And again, I got this for probably about 20 cents out of a junk box. At that point, I was just picking up everything that was Chinese because it was old. I knew it was old. Wasn't quite sure what it was or what the date was, but I did know it was old. So I was just picking about everything up. So, anyways, that's my stash that I picked up over this last couple weeks. Like I said, I got these at a coin show. A lot of nice coins on here. Again, I'm gonna probably put a lot of these up. There's a handful that I'm gonna keep for my own collection, but I'm gonna put a lot of these up for auction, and either on eBay or if I ever do get around to doing an online auction here, you might see some of these there. Let me know if there's any interest in that. If there's any interest in having an online auction that would focus a lot on foreign coins. There'd be silver, there'd be non-silver, old, new, proof, uncirculated, very circulated. Probably even have some bulk lots. because I have a lot of foreign coins that I need to get rid of to make room for more. So, anyways, if there's any interest, let me know. That might help me sway my decision and give me a little push to get things going. Anyways, I know this went a little long, but hope you enjoyed seeing some of the things I found, and I have a lot more to go through, and I will be back at some point in the next couple of days, hopefully, to share some more. So have a great evening, and God bless.